Hello, scholars. Welcome to level 2-3, Vertebrates. Before we get started, go ahead and write your name, date, and make sure your notes say page 37. Make sure you write your name and date because I do not want you to lose your notes. Did you do it? Great job. Before we get started, I want you to remember that you are only supposed to write on your notes when I tell you to in this video. Remember, you are only supposed to write on your notes when I tell you to. All right, let's get started. First, I want you to answer the question, what do you and a snake have in common? Remember, when we answer a question, we restate the question and we write in a complete sentence, which means we should start with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark. Go ahead and answer this question now. What do you and a snake have in common? Did you do it? Great job. You restated your question? Good. Capital letter? Punctuation mark at the end? Great. All right. So, remember we talked about that scientists classify organisms into 5 kingdoms. We learned about the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, protists, fungi, and monoram. Today we're going to focus on the animal kingdom. One thing you and a snake have in common is that you are both members of the animal kingdom. All right. So there are a few characteristics that all members of the animal kingdom have. The first is that they have many cells, and all of these cells have a nucleus. Go ahead and fill that in your notes now. The second is that they feed off of non-living and non-living things. Also, all animals must eat to survive. If we don't eat, we can't survive. All right, so the animal kingdom is divided into 2 groups. How many groups? Great job. The first group is vertebrate. Repeat after me, vertebrate. Great job. Vertebrae are animals that have a backbone. Go ahead and rub the middle of your back. That bone you feel right there is your backbone. So we are members of the vertebrate group because we have a backbone. All right, so remember, vertebrates have a backbone. Go ahead and fill that in your notes now. Great job. The second member of the animal kingdom is invertebrate. Repeat after me, invertebrate. Great job. Invertebrate are animals with no backbone. So does an invertebrate have a backbone? No! Great job. All right. Go ahead and fill that in your notes now. Did you fill it in? Great. All right. So today we are going to focus on the vertebrate group of the animal kingdom. So, just as a reminder, vertebrates are animals with a backbone. Go ahead and fill that in your notes now. Remember, vertebrates are animals with a backbone. Did you put it on there? You wrote it in your notes? You sure? Great job. All right, so a vertebrate is a hard bone covering the spinal cord. So our backbone covers what is called our spinal cord. And our spinal cord is how our nerves travel throughout our body and tell different parts of our body what to do. All right. So, in between our vertebrae are these soft discs. They're really soft. They are called cartilage. Repeat after me. Cartilage. Great job. So, all right. So, did you know that vertebrae only make up 3% of the animal kingdom? That is not a lot. All right. Go ahead and fill that in your notes now. Great job. So, the vertebrate family is divided into 5 categories or groups. How many? Great job. 5. Go ahead and fill that in your notes now. The first group is called mammals. Repeat after me. Mammals. Great job. Mammals are warm-blooded, which means their blood temperature basically stays the same. They have hair that keeps them warm And they feed their young with milk from their mammary glands. Some examples of some mammals are tigers, whales, horses, humans, and dolphins. Fill that in your notes now. Great job. All right, the next member of the animal kingdom is birds. Repeat after me, birds. Great job. So, birds are also warm-blooded. Once again, that means that, or endothermic, which means their body temperature stays the same. They have feathers to keep them warm, and they use their beaks to eat and breathe. Some examples of birds are cardinals, blue jays, and flamingos, and penguins. Go ahead and fill that in your notes now. Great job. The next group is fish. All right? So, fish are ectothermic, which means they are cold-blooded. So their body temperature changes based on their surroundings or their environment. They use gills to breathe. They also use their fins to swim and protect themselves. Some examples of some fish are goldfish, pufferfish. All right, so go ahead and fill the word fish in your notes now. Great job. All right, so there's this misconception that fish are the only animals that live in water. That's not true. Mammals can live in water, fish can live in water, and so can amphibians. Now, amphibians are also ectothermic, which means their body, or cold-blooded, which means their body temperature changes based on their environment. They use their skin to breathe. They need water to breathe and lay eggs. Their skin must always stay wet. Some examples are frogs, toads, and salamanders. Go ahead and fill the word amphibians in your notes now. Great job. All right, so the last group in the vertebrate family is reptiles. Go ahead and repeat after me. Reptiles. Great job. So reptiles are also ectothermic or cold-blooded. Once again, that means their body temperature changes based on their environment. They have dry, scaly skin. They lay eggs on land. Some examples are lizards, snakes, and alligators. Donatello, our class turtle, is a reptile. All right, go ahead and fill the word reptile in your notes now. Great job. Congratulations. You have just completed level 2-3 vertebrae. Go ahead and staple your notes in your tome. Make sure you completed it because I will be checking tomorrow. Have a great evening.